This conference will now be recorded.
Now, today's topic is, sir, what is tuple? Tuple, it is pronounced as a tuple or tuple, no problem, anyone. Tuple data structure. Tuple data structure, sir. What is tuple data structure, sir? Already list data structure, okay. Sir, what is tuple data structure? Very important. The first point is a tuple data structure means a collection of values. It means a collection of values, same as list. A collection of values. Each value is separated by commas. The same each value is separated by commas and enclosed by list. The lists are enclosed by the square bracket. In tuples are enclosed by the parentheses. Okay, collection of values, each value separated by commas and enclosed by parentheses. Sir, what is parenthesis, sir? Parenthesis means this is called as a parenthesis. This is a left parenthesis and this is called as a right parenthesis, left and right parenthesis. Okay, enclosed by the parenthesis. It is called a tuple. It is called a tuple or tuple. And the second one, tuples are created by using the tuple inbuilt function. Both are possible. Separated each value separated by commas, parentheses are also same, or by using the tuple, tuple inbuilt function. The third one is insertion order is preserved. Insertion order is preserved. Okay, same as a list, the order is preserved. Okay, clear. And in list, insertions are allowed. In the list, the insertions are allowed, but here the insertions are not allowed. Very important. Insertions are not allowed. New elements are not allowed. This is a very major difference between the list and tuple. Okay, tuple. So insertions are not allowed. Same as deletions are also not allowed. Deletions are also not allowed. Insertions and deletions are not allowed. And the sixth point is tuple is immutable. Immutable means once we that means that is the values cannot be changed. The values cannot be changed. That is the major difference between the list and tuple. In the list, insertions are allowed. In that list, deletions are allowed. But here in the tuple, insertions are not allowed, deletions are not allowed. Insertion order is preserved. So what is insertion order, sir? For example, once we create a list, or once we create a tuple t value, once we create a tuple t, the elements are arranged like this. This is order. The order means 0 index number, 1 index number, 2 index number, 3 index number, 4 index number, -1, -2, -3, and -4, and -5. The order is insertion order is preserved. Insertion order is preserved. Just like a bus reservation, just like a railway reservation, just like a cinema hall reservation. These are the reservations. So 0 is a seat number, 1 seat number, 2 seat number, 3 seat number, 4 seat number, or -1 seat number, -2, -3, -4, -5. These are the seat number. That's why the insertion order is preserved. Insertion order is preserved. And but a new element insertion is not possible. Once you create a tuple, cannot insert the new element. Once you create a tuple, existing element cannot be deleted. It's not possible. That is the insertion it is immutable. And the second one, it is not a dynamic type. The value cannot be increasing, cannot be decreasing, so it is not a dynamic type. In the tuples, okay. Duplicate elements are allowed. Duplicate elements are allowed. Okay, clear. Same as list. And eighth one, okay. Tuples supports heterogeneous elements. Heterogeneous elements, same as a list. Tuple supports heterogeneous elements, and the tuples supports indexing and slicing. Okay, clear, guys. And within the list, within the tuple, indexes are two types. One is a positive index, and negative index. Sir, what is positive index, sir? The positive index starts from same as list. starts from left to right, that is zero value, there is one value, two value, three value, and so on. The negative index starts from right to left, that is the index number starting value is -1, -2, -3, and so on, so on. Now, how to declaring the tuples? How to declaring a tuple? The declaration syntax is the declaration syntax is the declaration syntax. Tuple name. Here the list name. Here the tuple name. Tuple name. Here, sir, what is, sir? Here the tuple name. A collection of values. Each value separated by comma, enclosed by the parenthesis. The parenthesis. Now in the list, enclosed by the curly bracket, square bracket. Here the parenthesis. Value 1 and value 2. Collection of values. Value 3 and so on and so on. Value n enclosed by the parenthesis. Now the enclosed by the right parenthesis. A collection of values. Value 1, value 2, value 3 up to value n. A collection of values. Each value separated by the comma. Here the separated by comma, separated by comma, separated by comma. It is called as a tuple. It is called a tuple. Same as the list. Same tuple. Same as a list. Except okay. Except tuple is immutable. Immutable means cannot changing. Cannot changing means insertions and deletions are not allowed. Insertions are deletions are. That is what is immutable, sir. Immutable means, for example, once you create a tuple 11, 22, 33, and 44. Here, no insertion not allowed. That means cannot change. And deletion not allowed. That means cannot change. And the value of 22 is changing after changing 11 and 99 and 33 and 44 is not allowed. New element insertion is not possible. Existing element deletion is not possible, and the existing element modification is not possible. That is called as immutable. That is called as a immutable. Please, simple example: your name is immutable, cannot changeable. Surname is immutable. Father name is immutable. Father name is immutable. Other name is immutable. All these are called as a tuples. And for example, age is immutable. Mutable means age value can be changed during execution of the program, that is day by day. So now the age is a mutable. Mutable means changing. The age value is mutable. So that's why these are the main important points in tuples up to 12. One more point, PowerPoint is also that is called explain later. No problem. Only one. So now what are the examples? One by one example. So first, what is tuple? A collection of value, each value separated by comma and closed by the parenthesis. So the tuples are created by using the tuple. First explain, I will explain. First two points. The first point is, sir, what is first point? The tuples are created by using the the first one, example 1, to create a empty tuple. Now how to create a empty tuple? T equal to or A equal to or X equal to any variable name. For example, tuple is called as a T. T is called as a empty tuple enclosed by the parenthesis. Now the print of T and type of T, data type of T. So what is the data type of the T? For example, we are assuming the square bracket. So now this is called as a square bracket. Square bracket means this is a square bracket. Please see the bottom of the screen. Last bottom of the screen. And the square bracket, the data type is a list type, because the T is a variable. The variable are enclosed by the square bracket. Now the type is to create an empty tuple. Our question is empty tuple. The empty tuple means this is called as a parenthesis. Now here the output is T is a tuple type. What is tuple? Empty tuple. The data type of T is tuple type, because the elements are enclosed by the parenthesis. This is completely empty tuple. Clear, guys? Empty tuple. On first example to create an empty tuple. Now the next example, the second example, to create an empty tuple. Second example, example 2, to create a empty tuple, using tuple inbuilt function. Please observe this. Using tuple inbuilt function. T equal to tuple of and print of T and the type of T. The data type of the T is very important. Which data type? The data type is T is either list type or tuple type. Now the empty tuples are creating by two ways. One is the empty parenthesis, and another one is a tuple inbuilt function. Tuple is an inbuilt function. This function is used to create a empty tuples. The tuple inbuilt function is used to creating a empty without any argument. If you want to specify any argument, automatically creating the with element. Now the first one is empty tuple type. Okay, empty tuple type. Please observe this one. Empty tuple type. Clear, guys? Second example. And the third example, to create a tuple with elements. Create a tuple with elements. Third example. Example 3. And example 3, to create a tuple with elements. To create a tuple with elements. Okay. How to possible? T equal to parenthesis. Now it is a tuple. Okay, clear. It is a tuple. And the type of T. Now the data type is tuple type. Okay, now this is an empty tuple. Now the core question is to create a tuple with elements. Elements are any elements. You can specify the any data type. The elements are any type. Okay, any type of the elements. The elements are 11, 22, 33, and 44. Either integer type, or string type, or boolean type, or complex type, or mixing type. Now this question is to create a tuple with elements. Now run this question. Run this one. Now these are called as a tuples with elements. Clear, guys? Same examples. Same example using same as the list. Here we are using the parenthesis. Now the example, fourth example. Example 4. To create a tuple with elements using tuple function. To create an element with elements using tuple function. How to creating, sir? For example, T equal tuple function using tuple inbuilt function that is range of 1, 11, 1. Creating a print the value of T and print of the type of T. Here the data type of the T is elements are 1 to 10 elements. Creating the range of 1, 11, 1. The range function is used to define the starting value is 1 and the ending value is 11 and specify the value equal to 1. That is called as a creating a tuple with values 1 to n values. Clear, guys? Now that we create a tuple with elements using tuple inbuilt function. Okay, clear. And the next one, another example. Okay, example 5. To create a tuple with the duplicate element. To create a tuple with a duplicate element. T equal to duplicate elements. 11, 22. Again the 11. Again some 64, some 88, some 11, 22, some 88, some 88 value, 88, and these are the different values. To creating a tuple with the duplicate values, and the values are type of T. Clear, guys? This is the duplicate value. Same value is repeated 11. The same value is repeated more than one time. So this is called as to create a tuple with duplicate value. This is the tuple with the duplicate values. Clear? With the duplicate values. These are the values of with the duplicate values. Okay, clear. And next one, another example, sixth example. To create a tuple with heterogeneous elements. So what is heterogeneous? Okay. Right? Heterogeneous elements. What is heterogeneous elements? Heterogeneous elements means creating a tuple with different data types, but not the same data type. All the elements are here up to here. All the elements are same type. Here the element is integer. All the elements are same type. Now we are creating a duplicate if the elements are different data type, but not the same type. One element is 11. One element is RAM. For example, one element is true. One element is, for example, 8 plus 7j. One element is, for example, some 95,000.00. It is called as to create a tuple with heterogeneous. Heterogeneous elements means these are the elements. These elements are different data types. One is integer, one is a string value, one is a boolean type, one is complex type, one is float data type. It is called as creating a list with heterogeneous elements. It is possible. These are the different examples to creating a tuples. Now the another example is that to creating a tuple at runtime. Next example. This is the example. Seventh example. To create a tuple tuple with at runtime. To create tuple at runtime. Runtime means runtime using EVAL function, evaluate function. So the T equal to, how to enter the runtime? By using the input function, enter tuple element, okay, column. Now the evaluate function, EVAL, evaluate of the value and print of T and type of the data type of the T. Okay, no need data type, but only interesting observation purpose only. So now the data type of the T is, so creating a tuple at runtime. Now the tuples are created, enter tuple elements. Now the enter tuple elements are by using parentheses. Parenthesis start 11, 22, some 98, okay, 100, okay, 200, 500, 900, 800, and 900. Parenthesis close. It is called as a tuple. It is called as a tuple. The tuples are created by using the number of elements, enter the number of elements, separated by commas, and this is called as a tuple, to create a tuple with elements. Clear, guys? These are the 7 examples. The first example, empty tuple. Second example, empty tuple with elements in tuple example. Third one is tuple with elements. Fourth one is range function. Fifth one is duplicate elements. Sixth one is heterogeneous element. And seventh one is runtime by using the evaluate example. And another example, example 8 is to create a tuple, okay, to create a tuple without parentheses, without parentheses. Without parentheses also possible. For creating a tuple without parentheses, T equal to for the parentheses, with the parentheses, it is called as a tuple. It is called a tuple. 11, 22, 33, 44. Now it is a tuple value. Print of T and the print of the type of T. It is a without parentheses. Without parentheses. It is a T of T, type of T. Now we are using without parentheses. Wait 1 minute. So now it is a tuple type, no doubt. With the parentheses is a tuple type. Clear. Without parentheses. This is called as also. It is also called tuples. It is also called tuples. Why? Because in the tuples, parentheses are optional. It is not compulsory. That's why that is a 13 point. In tuples, parentheses are optional. It is not compulsory. It is not a compulsory. This is important point. Okay, in list square bracket compulsory, but here parentheses are optional values, is not compulsory. That's why to create a tuple without parentheses. Clear, guys? Up to here, all of you? Any doubt? Okay, these are. So now the next one is, okay, the next question, example, the next example, 8th example completed, 9th example is that tuple is immutable. Tuple is immutable. So what is immutable, sir? The value cannot be changed. That is called immutable. For example, here the tuple equal to 11, 22, 33, and 44. The tuple elements are arranged by using the index number. Here the elements are stored by using the index number, that is 11, 22, 33, and 44. The elements are 44. Clear? Okay, please wait 1 minute. Elements are 44. Okay. (11), 22, 33, and 44. Clear? For example, this is the 0 value, 1 value, 2 value, and 3 value. So now the immutable means if you want to change the T of 1 value, after changing, if it is a list, the value are changing 11 and 99 and 33 and 44. If it is a list, but here if it is a tuple, it cannot be changing the value. The value cannot be changing. For example, print of T, print the value of T. T of 1 equal to 99, and after changing, print of T. And now the print of T. Here it is a index number. Please observe this number one. Observe this one. Here the square brackets is compulsory. This is tuple. This is the index number. Accessing the elements using index number. T of 1 value is, if it is a tuple, if it is a list, please observe this one. If it is a list, okay, clear, guys? It is not a tuple. Here it is a list. The list means, example running, the 22 value is changing the 99. It is a list. Old value is 22, the new value is 99. For example, if it is a tuple, tuple means parenthesis or without parenthesis, both are same. Parenthesis or without parenthesis, both are same. With parenthesis or without parenthesis, both are. So now it is a tuple. The value of T of 1 is changing to 99. It displays the error. It is the error because tuple is immutable. Immutable means T of 1 is 99. Tuple object does not support item assignment. Here the T is a tuple object. Here the T is a tuple object. This tuple object does not support item assignment. The value cannot be supported item assignment. Now here the display error because the value cannot be changing. That is note, very important note. Okay. Tuple, once we create a tuple, the values cannot be changed. While execution of the program. Clear, guys? While execution of the program, the value cannot be changed. If you are trying to changing, automatically it is the error. This is called as a immutable. Please observe this one. This is called immutable. The value cannot be changing. Now, next one. Example. 10th example. Now that example. Next one. Next example. This example is 10 example. To access the element using indexing. Indexing means positive indexing or negative indexing. Example T equal to 1 tuple 11, 22, 33 and 44, 55, any value, no problem. And print of T, that means entire tuple. And here the print of T of 3. T of 3 means value of the T of 3. It is a T tuple. This the value is 11, 22. The value is 22 and 33, 44, 55. The values are 55 and 44 and 55. Now the values are 55, 44 and 55. The 0th index number 1, 2 and 3 and the value of 3 and the index number is 4. Print the values or index numbers are 4. Clear here to print the value of the T of 3 and the print of T of the value of T of 4. So what is the value of the T of 4? The T of 4 value and value of print of T of minus 5. T of minus 5 means 11. Here the print the values are one by one. Run the execution of the program. Here values are 11, 20, 30, 44 entirety. T of 3 value, T of 4 value, T of minus 5 value. T of minus 5 means that is the value equal to 0 value. T of 0 or T of minus 5 both the same. Accessing the elements using the index number. Okay guys, clear. And the next one, what are the list methods? What are the tuple methods are available? The tuple methods. Sir, what are the tuple methods are available, sir? And what are the list methods are available? The list, the first method is len. Please observe this one. The list, the first method is len. Okay. Second method is max. The third method is min. Okay. This is in that method or function. Fourth method is sum. And the fifth method is append. In the sixth method is insert. Okay. And the seventh method is extend. And eighth one is pop method. Ninth one is remove method. And 10th one is clear method. And 11th one is copy method. And the 12th one is sort method. Sorting and reversing. 31. Next one is the reverse method. These are the different methods and another one is a count method. And the 15th one is a index method. These are the different methods in lists. Here the list method. But in tuples, insertions and deletions are not allowed. Please observe this one. Insertions and deletions not allowed. Clear guys? Up to here. So insertions and deletions are not allowed. That's why insertions are not allowed. So automatically append function is not available. Whenever the insertion is not allowed, the append function is not available. Same as insertion function is not available. Same as extend function is not available. Because these three functions are used only insertion purpose. These three functions are used only insertion purpose. and the pop function is not available. And the remove function is not available. Okay, and the clear function is not available because these three functions are used in the only the purpose is the insert and deletion. And one more method, arranging the reverse is not possible because assignment operator is not allowed, reversing is not possible, and assignment is operator is not allowed. That's why the copy simply is not allowed. And simply the fifth one is sort method. Or here it is called as a sorted. In lists it is called as a sort. In tuples it is called as a sorted. And one more method, sixth method, and the sixth method, count method. Sixth method is count method. Okay. And the seventh method is index method. These are the methods. Only for 7 methods are available in tuples. Insertions and deletions are not allowed. That's why append function and insert function, extend function, pop, remove, clear functions are not allowed. Clear, guys? The first one is what is length? What is length? Second one is what is max? Okay. And third one is what is min? What is min? And fourth one is what is sum. Okay. First I will explain all these, and the next the remaining I will explain the later. No problem. And here these are the four inbuilt functions. Clear, guys? 4 inbuilt functions. What is the first method? Okay, what is the first method? LEN. LEN. This method it returns number of elements present in a tuple. Number of elements present in a tuple. For example, it is a tuple. Example 1, or for example, it is a tuple. T equal to tuple 11, 22, 33, 44, and 55, some 66. Here the number of elements are, okay, for example, okay, these are the element is 4. Here number of elements, the total number of elements are, for example, 6 elements. The total number of elements are 6. Think of number of elements in a tuple. Some value, distance, some value equal to LEN of T. This is a tuple, number of elements. Here the number of elements is, for example, 16 value. 11, 22, 33, 4, 15, and 16. Total number of elements in the tuple is only for 6 elements. Clear. And print of highest value equal to max of T. That means the T, the highest value, which is the highest value, 55 is the highest value. And lowest value equal to the within the value, lowest value is print of T. And print of sum of elements. Sum of elements equal to sum of T. Okay. Here, sum of T. Here the sum of the T elements are okay. Run this module. Here to print the values are it returns highest value. Okay, automatically it returns lowest value, right? And again here it returns sum of all elements in a tuple. It's clear, guys? So these are the 4 functions: LEN, max, min, sum. These functions are used to find the sum of all elements. Now clear. The last one, sum. Lowest value. The lowest value is 4. What is the highest value? Highest value equal to 55. Now run this module. Here the output is number of elements equal to 6. Clear, guys? Here the number of elements equal to 6. Here the highest value equal to 55. Highest value equal to 55. The lowest value equal to 4. Sum of all elements. Sum of all elements means 11. Sum of all elements means, here the sum of all elements means 11 plus 22 plus symbol and 22 plus symbol 33, and all they add the all elements plus the highest value, find the highest value and lowest value, and the sum of elements, and 55 plus 16. It is a sum of the all elements by using the sum inbuilt functions. 4 functions. Clear. And the next one more function is, and fifth function is, what is the fifth function? That is the sorted function. Elements are sorted. Here the fifth function is, that is a sorted element, sorted function. So fifth one, sorted. So what is sorted? This function is used to sort the elements. Sort the elements. So how to sort, sir? There are the 2 ways. One is either either ascending order, or descending order. Sort the elements either ascending order or descending order. Descending order. By default, to sort the elements, by default to sort the elements in ascending order. Ascending order. By default order is ascending order. Clear, guys? Sorted. It is a sorted element. By default is ascending order. Okay. Now, for example, t equal to, for example, 11. Here the values are 11, 22, 33, and 4, 55, and 16. These are the elements. Sort these elements. Are using the sorted function. Print of t value, original value. And here t dot sorted. Okay. And after print of t. Now, okay, declare the value. Now the means sorted of t. Here very important. The value is sorted of t. Sorted of t is very important. Now this is not a sorted of t. After sorting into the value. Here the sorting is the original value. Sorry. Print of sorted of t. Original cannot be changing. In tuples, original values cannot be changing. That's why sorted of t. After sorting, the elements are 11, 4, 11, 16, 22, 33, and 55. These are the elements. After sorting, to sort the elements in ascending order. Okay, here the example is to sort the elements in ascending order. Ascending order. By default, the order is the ascending order without using anyone. Same example, to start the elements in descending order. To start the elements in descending order. Descending order means highest to lowest. Ascending means lowest to highest. This is called as a descending order. Now, these lines are enclosed in the comment, and to execute only this statement, to start the elements in descending order. Here one is important. E comma reverse equal to true. Reverse equal to true. Automatically the values are reverse equal to true. It takes the two arguments. One is the tuple value. Okay. Here sorted off. Okay. Sorry. First to print only t value. Print of t is the only t value. And after print of sorted of t comma reverse equal to true. One more parenthesis closing. Elements are ordered in the descending order. First 55 and 33 and 22, 14, 11. That means highest to lowest value. The order is highest to lowest value. This is the descending order. Highest value to lowest value. This is the descending order by using sorted. It supports only sorted function, not sort. The list sort function. Here sorted is allowed. Clear. And the next function is count function. Sir, what is it? A very important function. The count function, and sixth one is count function. Sir, what is the use of the count function? This function are simply it returns number of times. Okay. How many number of times? It returns how many number of times present a given element in a tuple. It returns how many number of times present a given element in a tuple. For example, t equal to one small example, t equal to 11, 22. For example, 11, 6, 88, and 22, 6. For example, 11 and 11. For example, 6 and 19. For example, it is a tuple. How many number of times present a given element in a tuple? For example, you take the 99. 99 is present only one time. For example, print of 6. Print of okay. T dot count of 6. Count of 6. 6 present how many number of times? The 6 present only 1 and 2 times. Okay, the output is 2. For example, print of T dot count of 11. 11 present how many number of times? 11 present 1, 2, 3, 4. 11 present 4 times. For example, print of T dot count of 22. The 22% how many number of times? It is called as a count function. Okay. How many times present a given element? It returns how many times, like how many number of times, present a given element in a tuple. Right on this module. Now here t dot count of 6 present 2 times. Clear. Now the t dot count of 11 present 4 times. 11 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 3rd time and 4th time. Okay. 22 present only 2 times. For example, if you are present print of t dot count of 99. 99 present only 1 time. Clear. 99 present 1 time or more than 1 time. Now the 99 present only 1 time in the entire tuple. 99 present only 1 time. For example, print of t dot count of 100. Okay, 100. For example, t dot count of 200. For example, assume that 200. 100 how many number of times present and 200 how many number of present. The 200 is not present in a list, in a tuple. That's why it is the value 0. 100 is not present 0 times. Okay, here if the element with the given element not present, the given element not present in a tuple, it returns 0. Here it is the 0. Okay, returns 0. If it is present, returns the value. If it is not present, 0 times. So now here quickly please observe this one. Okay, this is the original value t. 6 present 2 times. Clear. 11 present 4 times. 22 present 2 times. And 99 present only 1 time. And 100 present. 100 is not present in your list. If the given element not present in your tuple, it returns the value 0. Same as it is the value 0. And the 200 is also not present. It is the value 0. For example, print of t dot count of Python. Okay, Python also not present. Python, the element is not present. Automatically it returns the 0. Okay, 100 0, 200 0, and the Python is also not present. That's why last all these 3 items are returns the value equal to 0 zeros. Clear? If the element are present, it returns the number of times present a given element in a tuple. It is the number, exact number. If it is not present, returns the value simply 0. It is called as a tuple in count function. And one more function, same as the function, the one more function is index function. One more is index function. So are clear? One more value is the index function. Now clear, complete up to here. This is a tuple count function. Now here the seventh function is count index function. Now what is the index function? Index function. It returns index number of the given element. It returns index number of the given element, but not the number of times. Only index number. Please observe this one. Only index number. If the given element not present, what happens, sir? If the given element not present in a tuple, it returns what happened? Error or not something? Error or what? Error or something. Okay. Now index. It is the index number of the given element. Here these are the values. Clear. These are the values. 11, 22, 11, 6, 88, 22, 11, 6, and the one more value is okay, 90, and this the value is 6. For example, assume that only for 4 or 3 values, not more number of values. For example, here up to here only. Okay, 11, 22, 11, 6, and 88. For example, so this is a one tuple. Okay, 11, 22, 11, 6, and 88. Okay. So it is the value is 11. It's the value is 11. It's a 0 index number, and 1 index number, 2 index number, 3 index number, 4 index number. Index number is 4. Now here, this function returns the index number of the given element. Index number. What is the index number? The index number of the given element. Index number of the given element. Okay, clear. If the given element not present in a tuple, it returns error. This is the value error. Value error. Clear. Okay. For example, if the element present more than one time, if the element present multiple times, more than one, multiple times, it returns first occurrence. Okay, clear to that. What happens? So it is the first occurrence only. Clear. Okay, clear. Now here, the index of 6. What is the index of 6? The index number of the 6. Here the index number of the 6 is only for 3. And index of 11. Index of 11. Okay, sir. Index of 11. And same as index of 22. Index of 22. For example, index of 99. Again, the index of 99. Index of 100. Okay, index number. Okay. And the index of 200. And the index of Python. Clear. For example, it is the index number of the given. So now it is the value present, it is the value otherwise not present. Please observe this one. So index of 6 is 3. Index of 6 is 3. Okay. Index of 11 is present in index number is 0, but 11 is present in index number also 2 index number also, but it is the only first occurrence. Now the 11 and index number of 22 is present 1, and index number of 99, that is not present in our tuple. It's why the automatic returns the value error. This is the index function. Sir, what is index function, sir? It returns the index number of the given element. Okay. If it is present, it is the index number. It is not present. It is the value error. It present multiple times. Automatically returns the first occurrence only. If it is present multiple times, it is the first occurrence only. Where it is the first time. These are the complete functions, methods of the index tuples. Clear, guys, up to here? And in the different operations also, that is explained in the tomorrow, not today. Clear?